I feel like a lot of us are in a lot of distress because we're W.B. Du Bois, whom I loved. He always says the double consciousness. We are climbing two worlds. You're trying to be at the All Black National Convention this weekend. Come Monday, you're gonna be suited and booted with the white folks and be at their convention trying to do what they need. We are always on the straddle. You know, that is something that some folks just don't have to deal with. Yeah. So we are a special people. Give yourself a round of applause. The level of resilience that's associated with us. And I think that's an ongoing question that has to be written out. I mean, I feel like, I don't know if any, people in here do study and research, but I think that's a good question to research and figure out.
I think what she was saying is, what does it look like? For me, I feel like, again, we would look at each other different. We wouldn't see a Black man as, again, I'm in hip hop. So we see and hear all of the toxic messaging that hip hop has now, because hip hop has been hijacked, right? And so the messaging is, Black men ain't no good, trash, N-word, this, I don't need you. And that's the ongoing message. I don't need you. And we here at the All Black National Convention, if there's one thing we do understand is that we need each other as a collective, right? Absolutely. And so that messaging, and think about it, that messaging came from slavery, you know what I mean? Them separating us, them making where they would literally, rape the wife in front of the husband, and he can't do nothing. They tying him down and all this type of stuff if he even tries to protect her. But what does that do to the woman subconsciously? You good for nothing. You can't help me. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even, and that wasn't what he wanted to do. It was forced on us. It was the biggest sin, to me, of the world. So if that behavior was forced on us, and now we're in a cycle where we're just repeating it, and now we're giving each other that same message. And then for the women, they see Black women as just, pretty much the whores of the world, just looking at the second you see a Black woman, you just look down at her butt and, you're just checking her out just for her physical, right? And of course, all the messaging in hip hop, and we, the women in hip hop, unfortunately, are the ones promoting that promiscuity, stripper culture, all of that in the music, right? And so how does that make the Black man look at the Black woman? Like, you're not really, worthy to be protected, because look how you act, you know what I mean? Look how you throwing yourself around the world. You're not even like, my woman, you for the streets, like they say, right? And so that's what the image, and that's what slavery did to us. We were on the auction block butt naked in front of everybody. The shame was stripped. We didn't have that option to be modest. If somebody could just pull you from the house and rape you, you don't have that option, right? And so that has been passed down. So I personally think without slavery, I feel like, like that movie Black Panther, it'd be next level, y'all.
It'd be Wakanda.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. But to piggyback on that, did you want to answer that question?
Yes, I will. As a researcher, you gave me a challenge. My mind is going like 1,000 miles per hour. But when I think about it, I think we first have to ground ourselves in the language that we're using, in which you've rightfully so done. White supremacy, we have to have laser focused clarity on it. It only does three things. It steals, it kills, and it lies.